That's right. Welcome and welcome back, folks, to a 5 keys to a Notre Dame win versus Clemson edition of the Always Irish Show. As always, you can find that program on YouTube. Do it, subscribe if you haven't yet. Appreciate it very much. Thumbs up if you approve of the content. That helps as well. Notifications on. You'll be alerted every time a new episode drops. You don't want to miss anything, folks. So stay tuned. Twitter, search bar Always Irish Rat. Always Irish Inc. Emails, alwaysirishnd@gmail.com. Audio only anywhere you want me. You can get me. Call in line 312-900-8815. Give me a call. Fighting Irish Wire. Make it a part of your daily Notre Dame media stop. You won't regret it. I promise you that, folks. So, obviously, Notre Dame has a chance to do something pretty big this week. Knock off undefeated Clemson. Regain some level of national respect and credibility. Salvage some of the season's narrative. Help with recruiting, all of that. All of that is on the line and in the mix this week. No doubt, Ohio State and this game and USC have been circled on the year all year, before the year, and 4 years. Big game, big moment. Notre Dame coming off a good ranked win on the road against Syracuse, should be feeling good about themselves heading back home. Let's look at the 5 keys to Notre Dame being able to get this done. You know what number 1 is. You know what number 1 is right away. Are you going to show up at home ready to play good football or not? It's quite disturbing and sickening that I even have to bring it up or mention it. But given our history, I have to. It's the elephant in the room. Are we going to show up and play good football at home and defend our turf? Or are you going to play scared and weak and tight all night again at home? So I hate having to mention it, but it's the number 1 thing. Are you going to do what you have not done yet and show up ready to play at home? Now, I'm open to this. This should never be the case, but I got to go through it anyways in case it is the case. Even though it can't be, it might be. Maybe. Nobody could get excited for Marshall and Stanford and whatever. Like, maybe just the fact that it's undefeated Clemson will up the ante and get our guys more engaged or something. So maybe that's a part of this too, the opponent. Now, I understand you're going to say, that doesn't excuse overlooking Marshall and Stanford. Like, that's not okay that you overlook them and look what happened. I know that, but that's an unrelated issue for us trying to get this win tonight. So maybe that's it. You overlook Marshall or whatever. That can't be this week. I expect you to be more engaged just because of who this is as a bare minimum. So that's number 1. Then number 2, which is an extension of number 1. Got to play 4 good quarters. I don't think you're in a position to be able to take series off against Clemson on either side of the ball and still be in a position late in the ball game to win. You got to play 4 quarters of good football, and that is not something we've done a great job of overall, and especially not at home. So you got to come ready to play all 4 quarters. No excuses. You're at home. Play good football. Protect your home turf. But this isn't BYU. It's not North Carolina. You're going to have to play a full game. Prepare yourself accordingly. Number 3, keys to the game. Steal possessions. Steal 1, steal 2, steal 3, whatever. Win the turnover battle. Use those special teams. Like, flip the field with a good punt return. Block another punt. Steal a possession. I expect Notre Dame's offense to struggle. To what degree, we're going to see. But I expect our offense to struggle. Steal a possession. Turnovers, Brian Mason special teams, whatever. I don't care how. Steal a couple. You might need them. Number 4. I hate this. This shows you where Notre Dame's at as a program. We are entering the highest profile game of the year left. I'll give you Ohio State was overall probably a higher profile than this game. Big time ball game, everything on the line. And what I'm going to say next is you need to limit needing Drew Pine to win you this game as much as you can. You need to limit that. You need to limit being in the position where I say, Drew Pine, it's on you to make this play to save the game, win the game, keep us in the game, whatever. I need Notre Dame to limit those instances. Whether it be by playing good defense, big special teams plays, or have a really, really good running game again this week. Even against Clemson, have a really, really good running game. Right now, Drew Pine is your number 1 limiting factor holding the program back. And again, it's not an insult to him. It's not his fault. He should not be the starting quarterback in Notre Dame due to his physical limitations and skill sets and gifts. That is not a knock on him. It's just a reality of college football. There's a reason guys like me, you don't see as the quarterback of any team winning anything in college football. Sorry. So what I would like to say is, in a dream world, in a dream scenario we do not live in, what I should be able to say about Notre Dame football is Notre Dame's about to enter a huge game at home. Now is the time for Notre Dame's quarterback to put the team on their shoulders and win the game. Make enough plays to win the game. That's what you should be asking Notre Dame's quarterback to do in the biggest game of the year we have left. I'm not at that spot. We're not at that spot. That's what it should be. It should be, where is your Joe Montana that is going to make the plays needed to beat this really good opponent? That's what Notre Dame should have in these games. A quarterback that wins your biggest games on the schedule because of. That's not the reality. So what I need Notre Dame to do is limit the extent. I need Drew Pine to be good to win us this game. You're going to have to run the ball good field position, steal possessions with turnovers or special teams. If this game ends up where Pine needs to win it with his arm, I don't think Notre Dame can win that game because it's not what he's good at. It's not what he's good at. So I hate saying it, but Notre Dame's best path on offense is to limit needing that guy to win you the game. You're going to have to run the ball. better than what I think you're going to run the ball against Clemson to be in that position. That's what I need to happen now. That is the easiest path to victory. Not having to rely on Pine. Can we do that? I don't know. Gonna have to run the ball. And number 5, stop their run game. Oh, buddy Will Shipley. We all wanted it Notre Dame. 5-star talent, great kid, like Notre Dame, really smart, ended up at Clemson. Hurts my feelings. So you're going to have to be able to stop that. They almost ran it for 300 on Syracuse. Like, can't happen on you. All right? That is number 1 to defend them. Stop Will Shipley. Stop the run. Whether it's DJU, Cade Klubnik, whatever. If they throw and beat you, so be it. So be it. I repeat, if they throw it on you and beat you, so be it. But here's what I've realized, all right? With the trouble we've already had at home this year, I absolutely refuse to get ran on. Like, that is not happening. It's just a pride thing at home. I already have too many bad vibes at home. I'm just not letting you run it on us at home. I absolutely refuse. So if you want to figure something else out and you beat us throwing the ball, fine. I'm not letting them run it on us and win the game that way. It ain't going to happen. I already have too many bad feelings about what's going on at home. Somebody running it down your face on your home field ain't on the menu this week. It ain't on the menu. Like, I'm not here for that. And I'm not going to be in South Bend Saturday to see that. No. So I am selling out Stop the Run, making them throw it, and if they do, they do. But I refuse to get ran on at home just out of pride. Pure pride. So let's recap. Notre Dame's 5 keys to victory over Clemson. Number 1, show up ready to play at home right away. If that seems basic and remedial, it is, but I got to ask it. Number 2, not only showing up to start, you're going to have to play 4 quarters of good football to be in this one, folks. 4 quarters. Number 3, you got to do all the little stuff. Steal possessions, good field position, flip in the field, good special teams, steal yardage and possessions where you can. Number 4, Notre Dame needs to limit the extent that our offensive success is directly tied to what Drew Pine does or doesn't do. There's no other way. You got to be good at the other things to take the pressure off him. If this game comes down to his arm, Notre Dame's probably losing unless we see something we haven't seen yet. Make it so you're not in that position by being good enough at all the other stuff. And number 5, I don't care what else happens. I'm not getting beat by Clemson's run game. I refuse. I am not letting Shipley and them run the ball on me. No. I'm selling out to stop that. If they beat me with their arm, they beat me with their arm. Simply out of pride, you're not running it on me at home. So that's what I see. What am I missing? What do you think about this list? What would you add on it that I don't have on it? Let me know, folks.